Hey, bro.
Hey, Dan.
This is the Dan and Beryl Show, episode 2.
Welcome to the Dan and Beryl Show.
So, what are we going to talk about today, bro?
Well, you know, before we start, just how's your week been?
It's been pretty good. You know, I got a new haircut.
You did?
I did.
Looks
Can you
good.
tell?
A little less split ends.
Oh, yeah, no.
I thought it was just your conditioner.
Yeah, well, you know, we sometimes need to change a little bit.
Yeah, well, hey.
Looks like you got a haircut too, though.
I did.
And a snapback. I like it. It's original.
Yeah, it's snapping me back to reality.
I got one too.
Really?
One of a kind.
I was thinking about taking back up my gym membership.
You need it.
That was funny because we both know it's not happening.
Sign me up.
It's like, no, you serious about this?
No.
Oh.
I would rather have my little dippies. Oh. So how's Show been doing?
Sure.
Haven't seen him since our last show.
He hasn't been showing up much.
Hmm.
I think I heard that he's gone solo on us.
Solo.
Yeah. Well, Sholo technically.
Or showless.
No, he's on his own in the interwebs now. I saw it on Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how about
He wore my vest.
who were your best?
He was my vest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. My vest is cheating on me with another man.
We probably should edit that out of the video. So Daryl, he's moved us to another spot.
Yeah. I don't know.
Daryl.
I think it was the whole NC State thing in the background took away from the quality of the show.
NC State is just too awesome for the camera. I do know some cops.
Yeah, I do too.
We share donuts on weekends.
No, you don't share.
You're right. I don't share.
All right, so what's been new with you? This weekend you got a haircut. Where do you get your haircut at?
I got my haircut.
You can't.
I like to call
hold
them.
on. You can't be giving advertisements for anybody.
I'm not.
Good, because we're not getting paid. So just kind of brief enough, but not enough for other people to know to get theirs. That.
His name is Larry.
That's
Not the cucumber. He's not a cucumber.
That's my dad's name.
Well, he's another Larry.
Okay. I was tripping out for a second.
We sometimes like to refer to him as the butcher. He knows what I'm talking about.
Oh.
From long time past.
Oh. Yeah.
I asked him to give me extensions on my hair, and I ended with this. So what about your haircut?
Well, I went to this place, and I'm not gonna. It's a big name company because I don't want to deal with these small town butchers. I mean, you know what they say about small town butchers. But I went there, and there was this lady. She looks kind of Asian, but I'm not sure. I have no idea what her name is. She didn't even ask me how I wanted my haircut. She just sits me down and grabs the razor and just starts taking away from my locks. And I'm like, so is this going to Locks of Love? And she goes, no. I'm like, well, what are you doing with my glorious fabric? And she goes, I'm sweeping it and putting it in the trash. I'm like, all right. And it was just really awkward, a lot of tension. So, and I have really, really sensitive hair. So when you cut one hair, it's
they all cry.
Yes. So she thought my head was sweating, but it was hair tears. So it was awkward. Just a lot of awkwardness, a lot of tension.
Well, I know how that feels. But I have strong hair.
Strong hair.
I use Head and Shoulders body wash.
Yeah.
And hair wash.
They don't have to know.
So, I haven't seen you since this morning.
Man, I was out of it since this morning. Since the time that you sent, then we saw. That's where I was.
Mm.
And I was out of
deep.
it. Yeah, it was crazy.
Well, since you saw me, I was where you left off, but then I went somewhere else. To where you never saw me after we left.
But when I saw you before you left in the place that you go, you were in the car asleep.
But I was there.
Yes. but you were there, but you were asleep, so you weren't even there when you were there.
What?
You were there in body, not in mind.
I would agree with that.
Because you were asleep. Cars aren't for sleeping.
No, pillows are for sleeping.
Yeah.
But I did get home, and I did go to sleep.
Yeah. In the car?
No, not in the car.
Where?
In my bed.
Okay, just make sure. Is your bed a car?
No, it used to be.
Oh, okay.
My room used to be NASCAR.
Now it's NC State.
Yes.
We're digressing.
I upgraded. I'm no longer a junk country.
I've got 3 bars everywhere.
You don't even have a phone.
Snickers, Hershey, Twix.
Fatty.
Thug life.
I got a job, so I can't say that.
Job. I remember this one time. You were telling me about this one time. You were in the car. And you're riding around. You're driving.
I drive like that.
You drive. It's driving. It's like you're like turning left the entire time from your NASCAR day.
You're a junk country. Mm-hmm.
And you're driving and you're listening to your music, which was probably like the Door Explorer thing. And you got your windows rolled down, you're blasting your music. And then all of a sudden there's this old guy who's been on all of those maturity medicines. And he like does that.
He did. With his cane. He had his cane.
Yeah, he had a cane. It wasn't just like...
That reminds me of that time at the mall.
In the mall?
At the mall. When we saw some guys out of the truck.
Now, let me tell you about that truck. What were you saying?
That truck.
Okay.
He just told us about the truck.
I told you all
right?
about it. Everything you need to know.
So you remember what happened with the truck? Well, yeah. You know.
We're sitting there, and we're in our taxi cab. There was a taxi service where we were going. And oddly, it had 2 drivers, which turns out is very dangerous. I wouldn't recommend it. And we're sitting in the back seat because taxis won't let you sit in the front seat. They're all like, "Nuh-uh, this is my front seat. You ain't touching it." And we're like, okay. So we're sitting in the back seat. Trying to give some context.
And we're looking out of the airplane.
In our taxi.
It was a small window. That big.
Not that big. That big? From my view, it was this big. Maybe because I was closer to it.
Yeah.
So.
From my view, it was this big. So I was looking.
That's probably
I was looking.
Okay.
Looking.
You're looking.
No, you're closer.
I'm closer. Okay.
So I was looking.
So you're looking.
But I was more looking across from you. So I was like,
Okay.
hey. Okay, so
Yeah.
so we're looking at this truck, all right? And we see these guys sitting on the back of the truck. And they're out like a mile outside in the parking lot away from the mall.
We measured it with our minds.
That reminds me of Easton. We just need to take a moment. So anyways, we were looking at this truck and there was these guys. And they were just sitting on the truck. And I think one guy was not
I
sitting
think
on
he
the
was
truck.
from the cast of Jersey Shore.
Maybe.
I really think he was. I mean, he was doing the fist bump thing.
Yeah, they were doing something. And so I look at him and I say, hey, look at those guys. They're cool on the truck.
But he was being... I think he had a bit of sarcasm when he said they're cool. Just a little bit.
By they're cool, I meant we're a junk country now.
But only because of the truck, really. And the fact that they were in the middle of nowhere.
At like 12 o'clock in the morning.
Doing the Jersey Shore fist pump in Georgia.
And so as I'm pointing at them, pointing with my index finger.
Yes. The appropriate one.
Pointing with my index finger. And he notices me pointing.
Well, obviously, it wasn't just that. Like, I went up there and I was being courteous. And I was like, peace.
Out.
Not cuss out. Peace out.
And he sees us. And we don't know what he was thinking. But he decides to take a crow hop with an uppercut.
I don't know if it was an uppercut. It was like speed bag work, you know?
It might have been a jab. It might have been a little block and jab. But that's what he did.
Yeah. It's like
But it wasn't a Rocky.
it wasn't. There was no theme song, so it couldn't have been
Nor
Rocky.
was there a rock.
Or an E, for that matter. It was Rocky's not even spelled with an E. It's spelled with an I.
Yeah. So, he was no Rocky.
No.
And he decides he's going to take a little block and jab at us.
I'm like, what?
And we're in a car. If he was even close enough to take that jab, he would have hit the window.
Yeah. And he would have had to pay damages for that window.
More than likely. I'm glad he didn't hit the window.
Yeah, I mean, for his...
That might have hurt his knuckle.
Yeah. But I mean, I look at it, I'm like, what the clay dough? What the clay dust is going on? The guy's like fake fighting me. I mean...
And we're in a car.
In
Driving away.
Our taxi service looking through the airplane. And I'm like, dude, just log off. Like, why are you even acting like, like, just log off. Go. So, we drove away.
Whoa.
He was really...
We had no choice.
He was, yeah, we'd already paid. But he was really flushing my toilet.
Just hitting that little button.
Just,
It took him no effort either.
no, just...
It was more like one of those automatic toilets.
Yeah, like wave your hand in a motion. It was really awkward, like when you feel like almost they're staring at you, like someone has to know that you're there. Someone's got to know that you're walking away in order for it to flush. It can't just be motion sensory.
So it's stalking you.
Yes.
We have stalker toilets in Georgia.
Walmart, we got our eyes on you. Sorry.
He gets a little carried away about toilets. He spends way too much time there.
Listen, when you eat a healthy, balanced diet like I do, with
Lots of fiber.
lots of fiber, lots of proteins, veggies, fruits, you gotta spend a lot of time in those Walmart bathrooms. You wouldn't know.
But only Walmart.
Only Walmart. It's just you don't want to clean your own bathroom from the mess.
Yeah.
Why do you think Walmart bathrooms are always disgusting? It's
Because of you.
every single one. There's one in Indiana. Don't go there. So that wasn't as funny as I thought it was.
You're right. That was not funny.
No, it was funny. It wasn't that funny.
It might have been funny to you.
Yeah.
That might be borderline nasty to the rest of us. So, how can we end the Dan and Bro show?
I don't know.
Daryl? Daryl has no idea. No, we could do our little famous Wahoo thing.
We could. Yeah. Wahoo.
Wahoo.
The Wahoo. Are we gonna have to count this thing off?
Maybe. You just said 3.
I said uno, compadre, capisce, tres.
You said 1 friend. Don't know what the other word said. And then 3.
Uno, compadre, capisce, tres.
Maybe we should count down.
Oh. Tre, capisce, compadre, uno. Woo! This has been Dan and Bro Show. Episode 2.